What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Clear here. I'm feeling stoked because today we are going to talk about why failure is a win. This is important. This is important because I know a lot of us are afraid of failure, including myself. I used to be really afraid of failure, and there are probably still parts of me that are afraid of failure, but I don't let it control my life like I used to. Because the thing is, if we never put ourselves in the way of failure, then we will also never put ourselves in a place to succeed. Is that landing? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me explain it a little bit deeper. I have put myself out there as a singer, as a musician, time and time and time again. The number of songs I have released, the number of shows I have performed at, the number of times I've posted on the internet, right? Sharing my perspective, sharing my songs, sharing my projects that I'm working on, the number of music videos that I have released, the number of album covers that I have designed, the number of mixes that I have critiqued. There is so much that goes into being a creative entrepreneur, and there is so much that goes into being a recording artist. I have put myself in the way of failure more times than I can count. Now, my personal definition of failure is not trying at all in the first place, because then you don't even receive the experience. I heard a great quote the other day. It was like a little mini story, a parable, if you will. And it said, how do you succeed in business? You make the right decision. How do you make the right decision? Through experience. How do you gain experience? Through making the wrong decision. This blew my mind, y'all. Okay? How do you do well in business? Or in music, right? In whatever entrepreneur artistship you're doing, you make the right decisions. You have the right taste, an authentic taste. What is the right taste? How can you have the right taste in music design, album cover design, designing your team? You listen to your intuition. That's literally all it is. So how do you succeed? You make the right choices. How do you make the right choices? Through experience. How do you gain experience? Through making the wrong choices. The number of times I had made decisions that now I would not make today with what I know. The number of times that I have made decisions that I would have made differently had I known what I know today. Yeah, hecka mixes I would have changed, right? Hecka different styles and tools that I would have used to promote myself. Different ways I would have expressed myself. The list goes on, The list goes on. And ultimately, what is the right choice when it comes to creativity, when it comes to self-expression, when it comes to designing a sound for yourself, designing an aesthetic, designing a brand imprint? Ultimately, you're designing a world for other people to step into. You're saying, come into my world, right? I'm right. So invite them into your world then. You have to be able to know what your intuition is telling you in order for you to make the decisions that are in line with your taste, with your guides, with your world. Only you can offer your personal world. No one else on this planet, no one else in your industry, whatever industry you're in, can do what you can do, because only you have access to the intuition in your body. And that intuition in your body is what directs the choices that you make. Is this landing? No one else can be me, because only I have access to the intuition that exists in my body. Nobody else on this planet, let alone in your industry, can be you like you can be you. That's your superpower. That's your playing card. That's your winning hand. in your industry is that only you can make the decisions that are channeled to you through your intuition. So when you're writing a song, or when you're choosing how to critique a mix, only you can hear what is being heard through your heart and the inside of your brain. And that's why it's so important to speak up. It took me a long ass time to learn how to use my voice in the music that I was creating. It wasn't easy. It wasn't always easy. And the people who it was easier to express myself more fully and articulately around, I stuck around those people more. And those folks who, you get in one writing session with them and you're offering your critique, your input. It's not even critique, you're offering your input on what you want the song to be like, how you want it to sound, what direction you think it should go in. And those producers or those people who are in the studio with you, who ignore what you're saying, I don't go back for a second session with those people. Folks who I'm around and they make a comment about how I'm expressing myself that makes me feel a bit ashamed or embarrassed, I don't go back and spend more time around those people because they are not a safe space for the fullness of my expression to be explored by me. It's such an intimate process, actually getting in the studio and sharing your fucking heart, not just through your lyrics, but also through the frequency of the sound. There is so much magic in music making, and it's a very sacred process. I don't take it lightly, so I don't go and link with just anyone in the studio. Even people who are super hard on themselves in the studio, it's not great energy for me to be around because then I have to kind of coddle them and tell them they're okay, while also feeling this sense of, should I be self-conscious? And then, when you're around awkward people, you get a little more awkward sometimes. Happens to me, at least. It's not necessary, okay? You don't need to chill with those type of people. You can go your own way. You can go your own way. And ultimately, any and all success in entrepreneurship, including in the music industry, is you going your own way. It's you listening to that inner voice, those whispers that vibrate through your physical avatar, through your body, and obeying them, listening deeply and obeying them. You know what you want to say. You know what you want to write. You know how you want the melody to flow, and you know that you don't like that synth that they've just added in there. So tell them, speak up, say it out loud. Is that landing? Is that landing? You are the only one who can be you effectively. I could never, ever be you. I don't have the same taste as you. Your taste is your superpower. Communicate it, share your taste, articulate your taste. Make a Pinterest board of the aesthetics that you like, that you want your cover art to look like. Make a playlist of the tracks that you feel inspired by for your next project. Take note of what you like about certain lyrics if you want to. And again, you should not do anything that you don't intuitively feel drawn to do. There are no shoulds, right? Like, I started taking piano lessons again in 2020 because I was like, I have this free time. I should know how to play piano better. I took the lessons. I learned, I was growing, I was improving. But it became this thing that I felt like I should be doing that didn't actually bring me joy. And ultimately, this is the one time I get to live as Clear Mortifi, to be honest with you. Like, this is the one time I get to be this exact iteration of who I am. So I don't want to waste my precious life energy doing something just because I feel like I should do it, because it might have a payoff, some arbitrary abstract payoff down the road. That's not what I am about. So I quit my lessons, man. I just said, okay, that's okay, Clear. I love you anyways, babe. I love you anyways. We don't have to do this. And I quit. And my life is better for it. I have more time in my day to do things that bring me joy and excitement. I'm just saying. Which is not to say don't have discipline if you really want something. And it's also to say that you don't need to be an expert at every job in the studio. Do the job that you feel enlivened by, that you feel passionate about. That would be my 2 cents or 3 cents. The world needs your medicine. The world needs your magic. That's why it's in you to follow this path. Your intuition is something that exists in you, and I believe that it is something that is also gifted to us by our higher self. If you watch my video about my morning prayer routine, you will see a bit more into my relationship with my guides and also my relationship to my higher self as my guide. Yes, we're great. Humans, it's fun. We're humans, we're humaning, it's cool. And obviously we have big egos that we need to do a dance with and discipline. We have access to a much higher intelligence than our ego does, and that is accessible to us through our intuition. There is an intelligence that is trying to communicate to you, my sweet friend, to follow this passion that you have for music. Listen to it. Don't let your fear get in the way. You're the only one who can express yourself like you can. Listen deeply and don't be afraid of your taste. Don't be afraid of the fact that you know exactly what the fuck you want to do. Give yourself the space and the time to flesh out exactly what that is, because you do have an opinion. When I was still living into the archetype of a woman, it was harder for me to access my voice, especially in spaces with men. And now that I'm living into a different experience, I would like to share the wisdom that I have gained from it, and especially to you women and femmes. Remember that you do have a voice. Your voice is important. Let me say it again. Your voice is important. We need your voice here on earth at this time. Express your voice, express your truth. You are safe to do so. Create space in your own energy field to exist, and that space will become reflected around you. Speak into that space, live into that space. Live your dreams into that space, live your truth into that space. Live your unique light into that space. Thank you from the bottom of my soul. Thank you. Thank you for following the call. If you have any questions whatsoever about singing, songwriting, entrepreneurship, your career, the music industry, navigating it as a woman, navigating it as a non-binary person or as a trans person, any questions at all, any questions about navigating the music industry or entrepreneurship, taking up space, hit me up in my DMs on Instagram. My handle is @clearmortifee, and I would love to chat with you about it. I am also developing a program right now specifically for singers and songwriters to interface one-on-one with me and to have videos that I've personally recorded just for y'all, private content, navigating, chronicling my expertise after a decade of being in the music industry. So I just want to be a resource for you guys, okay? I'm sending you a lot of love. I'm sending you a lot of resilience and permission as fuck. I'm sending you permission as fuck to listen to that inner voice that you have, my love, because no one else can hear it but you, which means no one else can action it but you. So action it. The ascension of this planet is counting on you stepping into your highest self. When you do so, we all gain more permission to do so as well. Our vibrations all rise up, and the truth comes out. And the truth is love, the truth is light, the truth is truth. And only you can know your truth through your intuition. So put your ear to it, listen up, and we'll all listen to your beautiful music. Thank you in advance. I'm feeling crystal clear. I'm feeling clear as day. Oh, look at this Vancouver sunshine. Isn't that beautiful? If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the little ding, 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 ding bell so that you can be notified of new videos. I'm posting every day, Monday through Friday, and sending you so much love as always. With that, I'm out. Deuces.